Possums, Dreymasmith here, dreaming in a bit of a different Minecraft world today. I went to the village of Bruna Fields, which is not far from my base, and I built an ostlery, and I did it all on camera and all in survival, and when I went to edit the footage, there was something wrong. So I thought, rather than just abandon everything, I will rebuild my ostlery here, and then we'll pop into Bruna Fields and see the finished product. It's probably the best thing. And yes, I'm building in creative. Just get rid of the egg. So I have laid out two rectangles. This first one in red is 11 blocks by 9 blocks. This second one in yellow is 6 blocks by 7 blocks, and the red and yellow rectangles share a common wall. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then number 6 is on the red. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover all the red with cobble. These two gaps are stable doors. Now, what, you may well be asking, is an ostlery? An ostlery was an inn for travellers' horses. There was space for the travellers to stay as well, but it was primarily about the horses. So there was stable accommodation, and then there was some sort of accommodation for the travellers, a dormitory, a small inn, what have you. It was run by an ostler, and it's actually where we get our word hostel from. So this part here is the stables. This will be a lean-to, and upstairs will be accommodation. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our middle block. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these form the stalls. And I'm now going to put a wall 5 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That divides our stalls. Now that the cobble's in, I'm going to build up on top of it 2 layers of oak plank. So I'll get back to you when that's done. Well, that's the 2 layers done. I should have said, don't build up on the stall divider. The next is, this is where our doors are going to go for our stables. And above them, I'm putting in upside down cobble stairs. It just stops spiders getting in, but it also means we don't take suffocation damage when we go through on the horse. Right, now I'm putting the stable doors in, and I'm going to recess them. And as usual, I'm placing them in backwards. That's one set. That's a second set. The horses aren't too happy about being led through doors that are like this, so technically they're shut. But you can ride them through, no problem. All right, next I'm going to knock in windows. So at the back of each stall, I'm taking out 2 planks and I'm putting in fence in their place. That's so that we've got ventilation coming through. Now along this side wall, we're going 1 in from the corner and knocking out 3, and again putting fence in. And finally, to finish the stalls, fence all the way to the end, an oak block, fence either side of the stalls, and 2 gates in the middle. And that's so our horses can make their way into the stall. We'll pop some torches in. And a couple here. And that's actually the stable part of the ostlery finished. So next we'll do the lean-to. all the yellow wool I'm going to cover with oak planks. Now, you do not have to use yellow wool. When I built this in survival, I didn't use anything. I'm just using this so that you can easily see what I'm doing. So 5 blocks long. If we count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks across, leave a gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks along. And that gives us a little space for our office. Now I'm building up at the corners as usual. And I don't like windows in the corners. And we'll make a door frame. And this wall is filled entirely in wood. Now, next is a floor for the office. So I'm going to dig out all the dirt that's in the floor, and I'm going to replace it with birch slabs, sorry. I'm going to replace it with birch slabs. Last but not least, a door. There we go. That is the bottom floor, pretty much done. To get to the next floor up, we need to make stairs. So we've got windows will go in here. Now in this corner we come out one from the wall with a stair, and then a block, a stair going up, a stair going up. And then now we go down, we put upside down stair, upside down stair, upside down stair. So that's our staircase. And here where we've got the upside down stair, on the next block along, a stair. Now on the stable part, I'm going to go all the way around the top with oak planks. So you can see now why we need this little stair up. Now the next thing is I'm going to fill in all this area with birch slabs to form the floor of the dormitory. And on the office part, as I said, it's a lean-to. We're going to build up the side wall, but we're going to build it up in a step formation. So on top of this wall we put 4 oak planks, then 3, then 2, then 1. And we'll do the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So if we fly over here, you should end up with this sort of formation. All right, now for the dormitory. We're going to go around and build up all around the outside again with oak planks, just 1 high. So that's 1 high all the way around. We're going to build it up again. But we're going to place windows. So on the far end away from the door, we put 4 along, a gap, and 4 along. This will be a window. On this wall, 1, a gap of 2, 3 blocks, a gap of 2 and 1, and we repeat this on the other side. And now we need to start adding the roof in order to finish the rest of the dormitory. So on this layer we just placed, I'm going to put a row of dark oak stairs. I'm going to leave the gaps for the windows, and I'm going to extend it out 1 at each side. I'll do the same on the other side. On the next row, I'm going to start working on the dormer windows. So 2 dark oak stairs, then I turn sideways. I don't put one there yet. I turn sideways, right way, sideways, sideways, and 2 right way round. Then I put on the next row 3 stairs round the right way. I've got 2 temporary blocks. On this one I put a stair, so I put a stair at 90 degrees to the previous ones, and another one in there so we get a nice mitered corner. I repeat that on the other side and carry the stairs across, and what I did on that window I repeat on this one. So 90 degrees, mitered corner, and whoops, same here, and a long 1, 2, 3. Take out the temporary blocks. Now I'm going to do 2 more rows of stairs, which are just going to go straight across with no mucking around, and then I will repeat all this on the other side. That's the basic roof structure done. You should have something like this. There should be a gap in the middle. The gap in the middle is easily dealt with. I'm going to put a couple of temporary blocks, 1 at each end. You'll see why in a minute. I'm going to get dark oak slabs, and I'm going to put 6 dark oak slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down to the other end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that should leave me with a gap in the middle. Into that gap I'm going to place a piece of cobblestone, and on top of that cobblestone I'm going to place 1 piece of cobble wall. So that forms a chimney. Now we're coming down to our dormer windows. You could just put more dark oak here, but I tend to find that there's not enough definition on the roof, it gets lost. So I'm edging the windows in spruce. That's just spruce stairs, just 1 layer at the edge of the dark oak. Just have a look. So it just defines it a little bit. You could do it in ordinary oak if you wanted, but I find then it all, it's a bit too much. So spruce is a nice contrast to both the oak and the dark oak. Now I know I'm flying around in creative, but this is actually quite an easy build to do in survival. I have done it. I'm just sorry I can't show you. Okay, next is the lean-to roof. So on this front wall of the lean-to, at the top, I'm just going right the way along with dark oak stair, and I extend it out 1 at each end. Now I repeat that with the next 2 step-ups. With this top one at this point with the oak planks, I'm putting in steps. I'm putting them all the way along till we get to this one. Excuse me. If only we could do that in real life sometimes. When I get to this point where our dormitory roof and our lean-to roof meet, I'm making a mitered corner. Get rid of that. And to finish the roof, we need to finish this wall. So I'm building up the wall. I'm just filling in this entire gable end. And now I'm going to put a block here and a block here. So that's a full plank. And then upside down stairs under the eaves, an upside down stair at the end, and 3 slabs across the top to seal it off. Now if we come down, so you should end up with something looking like that. And on the ends here, upside down stairs. Same with this side. At the front of the lean-to, I'm putting a row of dark oak slabs just at the top of the wall. So that's the roof almost done. We've got to come around to this end. We may as well do this from inside. Build up the wall. Leave a gap that's too high in the middle. And then fill in, whoops, the rest of the wall. Now if we come out, and I did manage this on survival by building up a dirt pole, upside down stairs under your eaves, and as we did at the other end, an upside down stair under your top slab. Now just for a bit of extra decoration to break this up, we go up 1, 2, 3, and at the bottom of the 4th row, slabs all the way along, but leave the end ones empty. And as I said, it just breaks up that wall. You don't have to do it. That is the ostlery pretty much done. Got to pop some glass in and some torches. Just come up. Now, there's a couple of last things to do. A door. And I've actually put it on this block but at the back so it sticks out a little bit because you can't put them on top of stairs. Now you could just leave it like this, put some torches in. I actually find it a bit dark, a bit oppressive. So I have lined all the ceilings with upside down birch stairs. I'm leaving that one in the centre blank. You'll see why in a minute. May as well just do all this. And this middle channel I'm lining with blocks. Again, I'm leaving that centre one empty. I'll put cobble in it. And at these end ones, a piece of glowstone for light and a trapdoor on the glowstone. Just to cover it, just to make it look nice. We'll repeat the same along here without making a mess. Now in the centre here, I'm going to pop glowstone. Sorry, I'm just going to get rid of those. And I'm going to put a mitered stair next to each glowstone. You'll see why in a minute. And now I'm putting trapdoors on the glowstone. And that's why I've got the mitered stair. It just looks a little bit tidier and neater. And coming down from the cobble wall, directly underneath the cobble wall, I am knocking out the birch slab that forms the floor, popping in a piece of glowstone, putting a furnace on top of it. And the glowstone is for lighting downstairs. So we'll just nip into the stables, pop a trapdoor on the glowstone, and that's the ostlery. I'll just switch over to the Dreaming Dominion. We can have a look at it in there with torches and furniture. So here we are in the Dreaming Dominion. That's our ostlery. It doesn't look too different from what we saw a minute ago, but we'll go and have a look inside. Now the stables, hello darling, the stables are pretty much as you saw. But if we come around here, I've got some hitching rails. The idea is you come riding along, you hitch up your horse, you go in and see the ostler, get it all sorted out, take your horse round to the stables, then see to your own accommodation. So, little reception area with trapdoor for access, stairs up, and I put a handrail in because I found a few times I walked straight off the edge. And if we come in here, I've got 4 beds, I've got some chests, a couple of little tables made out of fence post and a piece of carpet, and some stairs. And I threw some extra torches around. Whoops. Quite a lot of torches in here. And as you can see, as you can see, I built this just outside Bruna Fields. Ostleries were traditionally on the outskirts of town, or understandably a day's ride from a town on a road. So you come in, you get yourself sorted, the next day you go into town and sort out proper accommodation, or you just get back on the road and keep going. But that's the ostlery. That's it all done. I may come back and pretty up the outsides a little bit, or I might leave it just as it is. I'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, though, you've liked my little ostlery. Hopefully it's inspired you to build ostleries of your own. There were lots of different sorts. Go and have a look online, see what you can find, or go to the library and look in books. Whatever you do, though, have fun. So if you've liked this, please hit the like. It does help the channel. If you've really liked it, subscribe, and remember to hit the notification bell. And I will see you next time. Bye!